Alright, I just got my box and the engine. The UPS driver was like, we don't normally get people who send packages to the Starbucks. I said, I know, I just made sure that it said Starbucks so you wouldn't get lost on the address, you know, if you're questioning the address. And then because I'm at Starbucks, it's a guaranteed that I'm gonna get it. Anyways, let's get into unboxing this. They literally put this piece of plastic like on here and it doesn't just unwrap. Like, why can't it just unwrap like everything else? Ooh, I like that see-through into the cables. That's fancy. They still have this gas line in the most annoying spot. Like, cause see, this tank goes all the way back, so this is fuel. Why not put this right here in the back corner? That's what I did on my old bike, was I moved this to back here. This is the more ideal spot for the gas, figuring that this is all gas and this sits lower than this, so you always have gas. And if you put this back here, then this isn't in the way of the air filter of the bike. Well, I was just about to give away my old bike to this little black kid with baby blue eyes, and his parents are over here getting food at Taco Bell, and I just changed out the back tire. I let him hold on to the replacement tube. It had slime inside of it. I had to change the gear out. I put the disc brake back on it, so that way he has front and back brakes. They honked the horn at him. He went and got in the car and left with my spare tube to fix this back tire. So yeah, now I just put this together and gonna give it to is gone, and he took the spare tube. All right, well, time to get back to work on this bike, because I took a stop to go do that. So we got the front tire on, back tire on, got to put the handlebars on, put the kickstand on, put the pedals on, and then I'm gonna put the engine in. I was like, dang it, I was hoping that I would be able to give away this other bike. So here's my real first complaint. Minus the paint scratch right here, which I'm pretty sure was the handlebars, and whatever that is right there. But this is the throttle handle, and it has threads. But I can't get it to screw in, even though it's spinning, but it's not grabbing. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to attach this back into this. I'm probably gonna have to unscrew this, but this is my first, like, what the fuck? Minus this was the first thing that I noticed. This I just noticed because I just put the handlebars on. Alright, I figured it out. I was trying to turn it this way to screw in like this, but I guess it's counterclockwise to screw the throttle handle back into the apparatus. Now that's back where it should go. So now we are going to pull out the engine and slap the engine on there, slap the pedals on there, go get some oil and go get some gas. Alright, so here we go. I just got on here, so we got the engine on, we got the chain attached over here. I forgot about this style exhaust. I thought it came with like one that went back, so we're gonna have to upgrade that. But what I do like is how this has got a little handle to keep that out of your way. That is fucking really sweet, honestly. Got the pedals on, I got oil in it. I'm gonna have to go get some gas and hook up the wiring. I gotta remember where this wiring all goes. But we almost got it. We almost got it together, and I think I gotta give it some air. I don't know how much air goes in these tires either, but I got a nice little air pump. That was absolutely too fucking easy. I just hooked up the engine, I gave it some oil, I gave it some gas, I just readjusted the throttle line. I was like, oh, this is where this is supposed to go. Plugged in the power switch, hooked the ground up to the bottom of the engine. I did prime it like 3 times before I hooked it up, and then one pull barely started right up, purring like a kitten. I think that this bell's a little loose. I might have to tighten that. But I forgot that they came with this style muffler. I thought it came with like a straight pipe of some sort, but it doesn't. So that's a little heater box right there. That motherfucker gets hot. I am not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna have to build myself a new heat shield for that. But I mean, I was gonna put some air in the front tire, but my little pump had a hard time filling up this big old back tire. So I'm charging it. It was only at 2 bars. So we're gonna give it like a 30-minute charge inside Starbucks. I don't know if there's enough. Oh, there could be enough air in there. Just realized the handlebars are still loose. It's heavy. It's a heavy mojo. She ain't light. That's 100 pounds right there. 71 for the motor and 29, I think, for the engine. But I need to tighten these handlebars. They are too loose. But yeah, started right up. Fuck yeah, now I gotta figure out how to attach the back to the front here, to the trailer. I think I'm gonna drill some holes through the frame. I already got special bolts that they're smaller millimeter, and this frame is really big, so that's probably what I'm gonna do, so that way I don't have to mess with the U-bolt apparatus like I had before. It would just unscrew, bolt, unscrew, bolt, unscrew, bolt, unscrew, bolt. Simple, done, easy. If I have to change a back tire or something. Oh yeah. Oops, I added one extra drill hole that I probably didn't want. I thought I was in the right spot, and then when I realized it, I was like, crap, it's like right there by this gear. I don't know if you can see the light shining through right here. So I moved it over one. I probably could have got it through there. I just didn't want to take the back wheel off. So I have these set on these nuts through these holes. And then I got one here and one here. So that will actually act as a little bit of weight differential on the front and the back. Got those tapped in, one here, one there, and then one sitting onto right there, which will help, you know, the weight. And then I'm going to readjust it to this, and it should be good. Should be fucking good. Another thing I noticed is this is supposed to screw to right here, and then that is supposed to be able to go to the axle, but it's so short it will never fit up here. It's like this don't match this. This should be, oh, unless I put it way up high, but then it's gonna put all this tension on these cables, and the cables, if that's up here, then that's gonna squeeze on all these cables, and you don't want to squeeze on all these cables. I don't think I'm gonna use this front rack. I don't know, it looked cooler without even the back rack, but I decided maybe I should keep the back rack, and I could put a piece of plastic right there and make it like a mud flap. So I'll